All right, all you snowboarders of the internet, we're live. We're taking your questions. It's Colorado's on fire, and I'm fucking worried, but we'll talk about that later. Anyways, yeah. So if you're new here, this is how it goes. Super chats get a spin of the wheel. You can win miscellaneous prizes, sticker packs like that. Get your gear questions in the chat box wherever it appears on your device. Going to try to answer everything. Going to stay on for at least an hour, if not longer, unless these high winds and shit really fuck up the internet. Never know what's going on up here in the mountains. I've got a few things to talk about, mainly we got to talk about the Peeps transceiver from Black Diamond. That's a big one. There's some issues with that going on out there. It's vibrating a little bit. Got to fix that. I don't know what's going on. I think they're jackhammering downstairs. Anyways, yes, we got that. Wild Mountain in Minnesota opened up for shredding. So there's 2 spots in North America you can shred right now. The other being the Fridge in New Jersey if you want to go hang out with the Guidos. Also, I'm going to read some funny fucking emails I got this week from Outdoor Master because, you know, they want me to fucking promote their piece of shit products. And we're going to go with that. So let's try to get into some of these questions here and see what we got going on. All right, first one comes from Story 3333. I plan on leaving my equipment in Summit County so I don't have to fly back and forth with it. Any recommendations on which storage place to use or don't use? If you can find a storage place in this county, first of all, good for you. Because last I heard the waiting list was 3 months. So that's kind of the first right there. I mean, good for you, though. So, yeah, you got that going on for you there. Otherwise, stick to the ones that are – stay away from the ones in Silverthorne. Those are shitholes, just straight shitholes. The one in Breckenridge behind the 7-Eleven is actually a better one because it's 24-hour access. You can get in and out, gated and everything. I trust that one a little bit more. Let's see. Okay, we got one from OpFreakX. What's the order of Vail resorts you would go to the week of December 13th? None, because I can't, because I'm banned for life. For life. 2-time lifetime ban. That's how good I am. I don't do it once. I do it twice. But I don't know. It's December 13th. Go wherever you're fucking you can get a reservation, I guess. I don't know. We're probably fucked. We did more numbers in September than we did last year. Like, more people are visiting. So, fuck it. We're all fucked. Go wherever you want. Let's see. What else? Mark DeCorso. Jesus Christ, dude. You got like 45 questions in one question. How big are you and what shoe size are you? Well, my shoe size is an 11. My boot size is a 10. How big am I? I'm 6 foot and a quarter at like 220, 225. I don't know. I didn't shit today. Let's see. What waist width do you typically stay with? 25 and up. That's where I go. Because I'm a size 10.5 and would love to try the gangplank and shifter, but they are 25.2 and 25.4. Too narrow? No, you're fine. Why does everyone concentrate on the fucking waist width? Do you mount your binding right in the dead center of the snowboard like you're a fucking skier? You don't. You mount it out closer to the tip and the tail where it's actually wider. Just so the narrowest portion of the board is what everyone goes on, and it progressively gets wider as we go to the tip and the tail. So who gives a fuck? Do this simple little formula. Take the tip or tail width, subtract the waist width. Divide that number by 2. Add that back to the waist width. Not accounting for side cut. Roughly, that's how wide it is at the dead center of the reference pack, or of the insert pack. So there you go. Okay. Okay. Kevin Lizzo, what's the latest you've heard on capacity restrictions? Veiled's still doing their epic reservation system. So there's that. A lot of resorts actually aren't capping, like for season pass holders, they're capping day tickets and shit. Weekends are obviously going to be the worst. Some Icon, not all the Icon resorts are doing a parking reservation. So you can actually get on the hill. It's just if you're driving, you might not get a parking space. Free transit for everyone. I don't know. I think I need to buy a condo at Copper so I can just like roll in and be like, peasants, I park slopeside. So that's kind of where we're at on things. They just started getting the approval for Colorado for the governor's plan for the COVID thing. So then they have to, it's going by county. So the county health department is going to sign off on it. Most of the resorts actually have proven that they can handle this. So should see opening soon enough. Okay. Where were we? El Barto, is there too much overlap to get a crypto if I already have a blur? Yes and no, because you got different camber shapes on there, and you're going to end up with more tail on the crypto. I mean, it's kind of your call on that because you got two different shapes on there, so they will ride a little bit different, but overall, they're kind of similar. All right. Let's see. Where were we? Okay, Drew Weisner. Does a variable radius side cut actually change the shape of your turn from a tighter finish to a more consistent curve? Seems like the board decambering would make the same thing happen with a single radius. To an extent, decambering the board can do that. What the bigger thing is when you get into a multi-radius side cut, or if dual degressive, dual progressive, whatever, quadratic and all that shit, is how it engages in the turn. And then, so you go from, first off, I want to say this. Hopefully you all know how to fucking initiate a turn off your front foot and you're not all riding off your back foot, leaning back the James Beastie way or Kevin from Snowboard Pro Camp. Like, stop riding on your back feet. You people need to learn how to fucking steer off your front foot. So hopefully we get that through right there. Front foot initiation. So hopefully you understand how to initiate on your front, flexing and loading the board. And as you're coming through that turn, you're going to start to change and release the pressure of the front foot, going more towards flexing it through the center and off the back of the foot. And as you're progressing through there, that's when that multi-radius side cut and how it's going to actually engage will change depending on how you load that board. So if you aggressively load it into the front, but then you release it and you're concentrating all your load from inside the front foot through the middle and then to the back, and as you're going through that turn, you progressively shift your way through, it will change how that board actually grips. I never concentrate on side cut technology or side cut radiuses. I'm just like, does it fucking turn? It turns. Okay, that's all I give a fuck about. It doesn't turn. It turns a little less. It's good at these kind of cars. That's what I look for. Like, everyone gets so hung up. They're like, I need a 47 radius side cut with fucking extra contact points, and I need a butt plug in my ass at the same time that's vibrating and playing Jimmy Eats World. I mean, this is like, I don't give a fuck. Like, this shit, it's all about concentrating and knowing how to engage that turn and shifting the dynamic of the carve, as well as leaning forward, backwards, center flexing the board, flexing from right under the back insert, flexing on the outside of the back insert, or flexing way out at the end of the tail by the contact point and the up kick. That will aggressively change everything in the dynamic of the carve. And to an extent, just a regular radius side cut with camber, you can do that because if you actually look when you're loading the board, you've got the nose completely off, then you've got it weighted through the center, and then if you roll back a little bit more, you release some of that pressure from the front foot. So then you're steering from the dead center of that radius side cut through to the tail contact point. So you've actually minimized your effective edge, but you're maximizing the arc of the side cut from this section that actually has the most of it. So hopefully that you can understand where I'm going with that. And a lot of that is like rider feel and experience. And the big thing to understand is how to initiate a fucking turn off your front foot. That is such a key thing. So yes, that's where we're at. Also, I think I may play you guys this really creepy voice message I got. If we can go over 75 people, we're at 71. I'll play this I'll play the creepy voicemail from what I assume is the transgender massage parlor that keeps calling. All right, so we got Drew Weisner with the super chat. Hell yeah, brother. Should be James at the bad ride. Yes, it's not the good ride. It's not even a ride. It's the fucking sit back on your tail and everything steers off the back foot. Seriously, watch a review from him. Everything turns off the back foot because he rides back foot heavy because he's a fucking troglodyte. Well, all right, Drew. First Super Chat spin of the day, and you won a jumbo sticker pack. So congratulations. Which everyone that's won in the last week, all your stuff has been mailed out. I don't know how fast it's actually going these days. So with the mail, they're kind of shitty up here. Also, if you're looking for merchandise, angrysnowboarderstore.com. Plenty of merchandise on there. Shit's still shipping. Some stuff is a slightly delayed by about 5 to 8 days, business days, but that stuff's going. All right, we got Cavius Billy with Ban Vincent Do. No. But fire cures everything. Fire cures everything. Just remember that. All right, so we got over 75 people. So we're going to play this week's message from the Crazy Asian Massage Parlor, because that's what we do.
Andre, honey. Hello, Avran. Just sitting here thinking about you, honey. Thinking about how you so determined. You tell me on the YouTube that you take 9.5 years to make Angry profitable, honey. Well, you're such a determined man, honey. You know, you come to me and you give me 9.5. You give me 9.5, honey. Okay, honey. Thinking about you sitting here long time under the moon sky, honey. I'm thinking about maybe what about our future, honey. You know, thinking about maybe, you know, Slim weight man. Be lonely, honey. Don't be mean to Slim, honey. Just a man like you, honey. Sad. I'm thinking a long time about all of the angry supporters. Don't ban Vincent Do, honey. Vincent Do, he harmless, honey. You know? He's a good kid.
This is my life.
Maybe you need no moderator, honey. You know, I've been thinking about all of the ways I can contribute to you, honey. I'm rooting for you in your success, honey. Thank you. Have a good night. I love you.
I don't know where these creatures roll out from, but they call the angry line and they leave voice messages, and it's crazy. And if we go over 100 people today, I'll turn the angry phone line on so you guys can call in. Till then, just taking questions, talk about a few things. So next question comes from Jeffrey Ellis. Thoughts on the Smith 4D mag goggles? It's fucking overkill. If you've ever actually tried them on, because that goggle wraps down, you got like this peripheral that looks straight down. It is the fucking creepiest, weirdest fucking thing you've ever been on. It's overkill. You don't fucking need it. I'll just be honest. I get it. They needed to come up with some kind of fucking thing to talk about. No, you didn't need it. So, okay, where were we? Let's see. Where were we? Okay. Kid Desham, what did I just walk into? Horrible voice messages that get left on the angry line, which I'm looking into getting a true dedicated line, not a Google number with its own phone for this shit if it keeps growing. We'll have, and then that'll be like that. I'll only answer the phone call when I'm on live streaming, but the voicemails will just pile up for the week. There are some really sick and twisted fucking individuals out there that keep calling in. You're like my whack pack. So yes. Super chat from Jack Ripper. Satan loves you all. All hail 666. Remember to subscribe, people. Remember to subscribe. If you're new here, remember to subscribe. One Cold Frog says, this year is so messed anyway. Is it acceptable to wear a rurak? I'm punching you in the fucking throat when I pick you up tomorrow. I take you to the airport. I'm throat punching you. 6:15 in the morning. This tiny little fucking girl fist, because I have tiny little women hands, is going to throat punch you. Don't ask these questions. Fuck Ruroc. Okay, where were we? 11 Hello Kitty. Is the Yes Basic a good beginner board? It's not a true beginner board. It's what I call a beginner intermediate. So when you get it as your first board, you don't progress out of it right away. But is it a good board? Yes, it's actually a super solid board. It's got a great side cut, great edge tech, good flex pattern, good camber profile. It's a good all-around board to get the feel of snowboarding and where you want to go with your riding. Plus, you can usually find them blowing out the last year's ones. I don't know if they've fully sold out yet, but you can usually find them being blown out for like $285. So yeah. Okay. Gandalf the Great. Would you recommend pairing the Solomon hook knife with the Union Contact Pros or the Union Strata? I'd go with the Strata over the Contacts. The Contacts are going to be a little more loose and have a lot more play in them, especially laterally. You lose any of that power and drive you could get, so it makes the board a little more sloppy when you're engaging it on edge. Whereas the Union Strata will give you a little bit more precision, but you can still be loose if you want to with it. Okay. Oh, this is a good one. Mark Edwards. Who wins in a fight, Travis Rice or Jeremy Jones? Well, Jeremy Jones is going to win because there's two of them, so that's 2-on-1. Plus, Jibber Jeremy Jones is a Mormon, which means he's got the Tabernacle Choir with him. And then you got regular Jeremy Jones that's also like crazy backcountry environmentalist. So he's got all them. With Travis Rice, you just got his bros in Jackson Hole, which, I mean, you get Willie McMillan with that. And Willie will be commentating and shooting people in the head at the same time, which will be fucking absolutely amazing. But at the same time, I gotta go with the Jeremy Joneses on this. Just gotta go. Bigger backup army behind him. Just saying. Okay, where were we? Okay, well, anyways, let's see what we got here. Okay. Anyways, yeah, if you're just tuning in, you got gear questions, snowboard related questions, get them in the chat box anywhere you want, and I'm going to answer them. Super chats, get a spin of the wheel. You can win mystery prizes or sticker packs. No one's won a mystery prize in a while, so I feel like I kind of owe you guys a big one. So if it hits, it hits. We got that going on. Let's see what else. Also, it is Danzig Awareness Month. Just so you are aware, Glenn Danzig is still alive. All month long, we are just spreading awareness of Glenn Danzig and that he is still alive. Just want everyone to be aware of that. It's Danzig Awareness Month, all October. Matthew Platt, can I vote for you for president? No! No! This election is too fucking close, and there's a lot of shit up for grabs. We don't need that orange Cheeto shit weasel winning. Fuck that guy. I hope he gets rectal cancer. And I'm not happy that we got to fucking vote on Creepy Joe and Kamala, but whatever. Climate is very important to us. I've got a fire raging 30 miles north of me. It grew 100,000 acres overnight, and they're expecting it to double in that size tonight again. Colorado's fucking burning. We've had a fire that's literally been going since July. Just burning. They're evacuating around Winter Park. If this thing gets any closer, they're going to try to evacuate us. Climate change is fucking real. I don't care if you don't believe it because of whatever fucking reason, because you shoved magic beans in your pee hole or whatever. I don't give a fuck. This election, get out and fucking vote. And if you're a real snowboarder, you understand where I'm going with this. Like, we got to do something if we want to ride POW. I like riding POW. I'm 37 years old. I want to be riding it when I'm 70. Mainly because when I die, I want it to be in a powder day because I impaled myself on a log jib. And I slowly bled to death in the woods, and they didn't find me for like a couple weeks, and like coyotes and shit ate me. And then it creates this like big fucking epic mythical tale about me. So don't vote for me for president. Now, when I run for mayor, totally welcome. That's totally cool. It's fun. So, okay. Let's see. Emmy, you mentioned the 157 Party Wave Plus was too big for you. If you would do it again, what size would you have gone with? 54 or 51, depending on the day. The 57 was just a little. It was just a little too much slug of a board for me. I need a bigger boot. If I was like a size 12 foot, it would be fucking amazing. But yeah. So yeah. All right. Joe Roach, where are Northwave boots? Used them for years, but they seem to have fallen off the face of the earth. They went back to Europe. So you got to realize, like, all the guys that made Union came from Drake and shit. And so when they left, it was kind of just like, and they died. That's summarizing it very quickly. Basically, they've gone very European. They're doing a huge push right now, though, on social media. They rebranded everything Drake Northwave into like Northwave snowboarding. So you got your board boot bindings. It's all one fucking thing. I don't even know if they even have distribution in the U.S. anymore. That's also it. The other problem is they haven't changed their last or the mold, except that this year it's looking a little bit better. But for a while there, they were fucking bulky as shit. So yeah. All right. Okay. What else we got here? So, Philip Jutras, butchering that name, and I don't care. East Coast Rider, Jones Ultra Mind Expander, pairing with the Genesis X. A good idea, thanks. I mean, it'll have that binding, it'll have the power to drive that board the way you want it to. So, yes, that could work personally. I'd probably just go down to the regular Genesis so you don't have such a stiff setup, but that's me personally. I don't know if that's what you're into. But that binding does have the power to drive that board. So, all right. Okay. Marty Lee, what size Super Pig or Slush Slasher East Coast powder? I'm 6'1", 190 pounds, size 11 boot. You could do the Slush Slasher. Personally, I'd probably go Super Pig, and I would probably go with the 51 in that. That's just me personally. So, this is a good one from Frank. Frank 0020. What if the snow pattern shifts and we have to board south of the border? Hey, man. They got really good tacos down there. And I'm all fine with hanging out with the Wahikans down there. Little fucking midget Mexicans running around serving tacos. I'm all about it. They're the nicest fucking people on earth. I love those guys. We have a whole population of like 100 of them up here. They're the fucking hardest working people I've ever met in my life. So if I can go to their home country and they can serve me tacos, I'm all about this. It'll be great. Although gymming cactuses might suck. All right. Okay. D-Rick. Okay. Let's see. How much of a difference does it make with the cool being in a 150 compared to the 144? A fuck ton of difference. The flex on that 50 is so much stiffer than the 44. And trust me, the cool bean is already stiffer. There's like no torsional flex in it. My cool bean probably has over 100 days on it. It never broke in. It still rides almost exactly the same as the day I got it. So that 50 is just going to be more of a boat unless you're a bigger rider. Like for me, I bought my cool bean, I think I was 195 pounds. In a 144, I would never want to go up to a 150. And now even at 220, 225, I still don't want to go up to the 150. That board is for beastly ass dudes like size 13 boots and 275 plus pounds, you know? So there. Okay. Let's see. Ooh, Greg Bodfish introducing the Marhar Cactus Jack. And we'll get Mick Foley as Cactus Jack on it to endorse it. And it'll be great because then we'll have Toothless Mick Foley on there. Which, if you have never read any of Mick Foley's books, You're fucking blowing it. Funniest fucking shit you'll ever read from a guy that was a professional wrestler. Fucking 3-time New York Times bestseller. Just saying. Fucking amazing books. Mick Foley's the fucking man. So, yeah. Okay. Let's see. Eric Nelson, 40-year-old intermediate rider, 4 years, that wants to have fun learning switch and ground tricks with my kids. No park for me. Any suggestions? Yeah. Get yourself an all-mountain freestyle board. My top pick, Captain Mercury. That's just a great board. You can do everything with it. You really don't have to worry about it. It's playful where you want it to be, but you're still going to get the precision of camber. Otherwise, I would look at like a Yes Libre as well, maybe a basic, or you could do a typo. So you got 3 options from there. The Ride Algorithm is another great one as well. And if you're looking at like a Roam, I would go with an Agent. So you got options right there for you. You're like in the broadest category of it. So basically, honestly, if you really want to save money, since you got kids and kids fucking suck the money out of you, get a last year's. Just hunt around for some last year's deal. Also, for anyone that's buying online, I've got affiliate links down below. When you click them, I get a commission. You guys support us. Just saying. And if you're already buying online, I mean, what the fuck? Click it. Click it. Click it. Also, funny Kevin and Avran story this week. So went and picked up my basin pass and decided to go get a burrito and ran into Kevin. So we're sitting there talking, blah, blah, blah. And suddenly I hear this fucking screeching weasel, she bitch, banshee Karen bitching out the people at Qdoba. And I'm like, what the fuck is this? So I go out and I promptly watch the woman drop her baby. I shit you not, she dropped her fucking baby because she was too busy yelling at people because they had a truck with a camper and a trailer with a side-by-side, and they were taking up 9 parking spots. So they take up all these spots. So sitting there, and she's just bitching. I was like, this is fucking awful. And she, after she dropped the kid, I was like, parent of the fucking year. So I like walk away. She turns her anger that she is berating the poor guys from Qdoba that told her that she couldn't park there. Mind you, her husband was inside, and I guess he went behind the counter and pushed one of the people, too, after being told that they couldn't park there. I didn't see this. This is all alleged. But judging by his douchey nature, this totally fucking happened. She turns her ire at some poor guy in a car thinking it's me and starts hitting his car and screaming at him, did you say I was parent of the year? You think I'm a bad parent? And I'm sitting there, I was like, I think you're on fucking crack. So she goes back and climbs in the back of the truck and picks up the baby again and drops it. Twice. Fucking like 4-month-old baby. She dropped it like twice. So at this point, the manager and her husband are yelling at each other. And the manager's like, you have to leave. You're not welcome here. You came behind. They're doing the PC thing. And I'm sitting here going, I'll hit him. I'll fucking lay him out. I don't really care. Now, mind you, this is your typical fucking white trash Colorado Springs redneck. He's got his business name right on the side of the fucking truck with the phone number. Rocky Top Roofing, by the way. They're a fucking roofing company. And he's going off with the guy. And he's like, you work at Qdoba. You're a fucking joke. And I'm like, what do you fucking do? You're a fucking roofer. Anyone can do that. $100 in Colorado, I could be a roofer. That's all it takes for me to apply to be one. I don't have to do anything. Like, it's fuck you. So they're going off and he's screaming at these poor guys. And like, first off, those guys are overworked and underpaid. Like, I feel so bad for them. So watching this shit going on. So this shit's going on and they finally get in their truck to leave. And as they're backing up, the woman rolls her window down and she's screaming at all of us. She's like, have a good day. And I was like, well, I did need a roofer, but I would never fucking hire your shitty ass company because you're on meth. And I was like, you're a horrible fucking parent. I hope CPS takes your child away. She looks at me and she's got this malice in her eye. And these are her exact words. You probably don't have any fucking kids. Like I'm fucking jealous? So I respond with, no, I don't need any spare parts. I'm good. On top of the fact, I like having toys for myself. And then, to top it all off, I was like, also, I wasn't dumb enough to get someone pregnant on prom night. She's losing her shit. The husband's backing into traffic. They take off. The cops came and fucking arrested him. Got him for, I think, harassment, assault, and a bunch of other shit. I think CPS might be involved. I may just make an anonymous call. I'm not really sure. But yeah, fucking batshit insane. Kevin and I were like, does this just fucking happen? All because they parked and took 9 parking spots because they're fucking assholes. And the best part was the husband's like, I'm a fucking local. You live in Colorado Springs. That's 3 fucking hours away. You're not a fucking local. No one gives a fuck because he was making a big deal. He's like, you're probably all not from here. And Kevin, typical Kevin, no one cares that you were born in Colorado, and I bet you my ID is closer to here than yours. Kevin with the zinger on that one. So yeah. Crazy Kevin and Avran story this week because I do still talk to Kevin. I do still check up on him, make sure he's okay. So yeah. So there. Figured that one would give you guys some entertainment. But what would she drop the kid fucking twice? Head first. And she had another kid that was probably like 5. And I'm like, oh my God. Oh, and she was on crutches, so she was definitely pilled out of her mind. So yeah. There you guys go. There's your crazy Kevin story for the week with Avran. Okay. All right. We got a PSA from Richard Medico. Currently having snow tires being installed on my Jeep, officially ready for the shred season. Thanks for the content. That's right, everybody. Get your fucking snow tires on. I don't want to see you in a ditch. I won't pull you out. I'll honk and wave because I'm a dick. That's how I roll. All right, Richard, you want a small sticker pack if you want it. So you know the drill. Email me, info@angrysnowboarder, and I will get that in the mail to you. Also, there's new stickers that got printed up. They're supposed to be arriving today, so they'll probably arrive while I'm on this with you guys. Okay. Let's see. Caveat Billy. Plot twist. It was actually Avran the whole time as his alter ego Randy, like Christian Bale in American Psycho. No, it wasn't. Because first off, Randy is stuck in a truck stop in fucking Texas. He got bit on the ass by a 2-headed rattlesnake that was shooting semen at him. So, wasn't Randy. Although he's saying he may make a special guest appearance for the Halloween live stream, which still not sure what's going on with the Halloween live stream. Might be regular time and then evening. Gonna do something. Working everything out. But whatever you do, don't drop your baby head first in the back of your truck. It's very white trash. And remember to get out and vote. Get out and vote. Okay. All right. Okay, Patrick Cummins. Just got the Endeavor Maverick for Alberta Backcountry. Good choice or not? That's a fucking super solid choice. I like the Maverick. You did good, bud. Okay. And since other people want to know what I order at Qdoba, we got one from Dennis Faconi. Fuck one cam. Fuckonicam. I can't pronounce that. So what did you order? Pocket burrito? No, I ordered the full burrito, chicken, pico, sour cream, salsa, corn, fajita vegetables. They got rid of fucking bacon and barbecue sauce, which is bullshit. But they got this new cilantro lime vinaigrette. It's pretty fucking fire in there, along with crunched up chips and 2 chocolate chip cookies. And just so everyone knows, after all that shit went down, I went in and gave those guys a $20 tip because I was like, you don't deserve this bullshit. Just because they're fast food or mid-level fast food, whatever you want to call it, sit-down casual, doesn't mean that they shouldn't be tipped, and it doesn't mean that they should put up with this bullshit. I've been on the receiving end of shit like that, so I always take the side of the fucking business. So, yeah. Okay. Oral Jacks, hey, Avran, do you have any info on the online petition against K2 to let Joyride come back? It's a stupid... They're arguing that the name Joyride would impact the sales of rides, snowboards. That's really all it is. It's just a trademark fucking dispute, but they've got a big conglomerate behind it, so whatever. I mean, if people are going to start bringing back retro fucking brands, we got Kemper. Sims is on iteration number 5070 right now. Fuck it. Bring back Joyride. Who cares? Ride. It's not going to fucking hurt you. Besides, you could probably turn that into your marketing. Create a board called the Joy. Joy Ride. Joy Ride. Just an idea. Which, speaking of ride, I talked to Big Jim, the global brand manager. I should have boards and bindings. Looks like he's sending us ANC 6s, ANC 8s, and possibly ANC 10s. So I should have a good array of the new ride bindings to review. Nitro also got back to me. I'm working on some stuff with Mervin. I basically just picked the best sellers and stuff I hadn't ridden from Mervin. So it's like about eight, 9 boards and 3 pairs of bindings from Bent Metal for that. But so once the resort opens, reviews will fucking happen. And A Basin is getting closer by the day. So, okay, where were we? Oh, God. Stop asking me backcountry splitboard questions. I don't do it. And when I do, I just don't tell people that I do it, except for the people that need to come get my carcass. I am not a splitboard review guy. I don't want to get into that. I don't want to get into that shit. Like, seriously, there's people that know fucking way more shit than I ever will about it. It's not my cup of tea. All I ask is that you know before you go. That means that you understand how to go out in backcountry terrain. You understand the risks and danger. You understand how to use the equipment. You have trained to use the equipment. You maybe have taken at least a level 1 introductory course, if not a level 2 course. Also, and if you are using the Black Diamond Peeps transceiver, you need to understand that they are actually really faulty right now, and they're having a lot of issues with it, and Black Diamond is pushing back against people showing that there's issues with the transceiver. There is a link down below to the inertia with a whole article on this. So I know people are going to be chomping at the bit to get out in the backcountry, and I have a feeling last year we had more fatalities than we've ever had, and this year I think that's going to double. But you will not, if I go in the backcountry, I won't tell you guys. I won't be doing a video. Like, you'll hear about it after the fact. If I went, I have done it in the past. It's a lot of fucking work. And to be honest, I like riding flying couches to the top of a mountain. I am fucking lazy. If the shit really hits a fan, I'm going to buy a Tow Pro fucking at-home rope tow kit. I got a friend with a pitched backyard. I can put up a 500-foot fucking rope tow thing. I can build 2 jumps and put 4 jibs in, and that's what I'm going to do for the whole year. Is that's how I'm going to roll. Also, there is a link down below to Tow Pro. They still have a few available. They kickstarted theirs. They've hit their funding goal. The stuff is actually already built. Will is getting it out. So if you want your own rope tow kit at home, check that out as well. That's just an endorsement to a friend of mine. This product, I'm not getting a kickback or anything. I strongly believe for like home use, I think it's a really good thing for the right people if you want your own good backyard park and shit. So definitely check that out. We got a super chat from Story 3333. It's a PSA. Mask up, vote, and spread positivity. I'm loose on the positivity thing. I'm okay with spreading a little negativity here and there, or realism as I call it. Realism gets kind of misconstrued as pessimism, which gets misconstrued as negativity. I'm a realist. That's fine. Been dealing with a lot of bullshit, passive-aggressive comments on shit lately. I'm going to read some of them to you guys because they're fucking hilarious. Perfect. You get some negativity with the middle finger. All right. Let's see. Okay, let's see what we got here. Okay, where were we? What's up? Carson Monroe, thoughts on the season equipped boards from Austin Smith Evo? Yeah, so Evo's doing their own store brand shit with Austin Smith. It's basically the logical progression from Austin and what he did with Nitro with their Quiver series. They're made at Playmaker. I think some of them might actually be Nitro molds. I can't remember. If not, they created their own. It's kind of funny. When I got a big call from Evo, they wanted to talk to me and they wanted me to review that stuff for them. And then I put together a whole proposal of how I wanted to do everything and what I would need from them, and basically sent it to them. And they're like, this is great. This is fucking absolutely amazing. We love this. Then the protests in Portland and shit started to happen, and their store was downtown. They were taking care of that pandemic. I was like, okay, cool. Yeah, get back to me. They get back to me, and suddenly it was, well, we're going a different route. We're bringing all reviews in-house. We're going to have our own fucking in-house reviewers only reviewing this stuff, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, I'm one of their top 5 affiliate accounts. Like, I sold about $200,000 worth of product for them last year. I've already sold probably $200,000 worth of product this year for them, and they're telling me that. Like, that just tells me that they're afraid that someone's going to say negative shit about their stuff, so that if they keep it in-house, it's going to be all positive, which it's not a review. That's a fucking product preview. That's the same shit the house does. So, am I going to ride any? Probably not, because I just don't give a fuck. Like, they cut my commission anyways in my bonus program, and then they tell me they're creating this in-house fucking reviewer thing after I gave them a whole shitload of ideas, and they told me my ideas are great. Moral of the story, always make people sign a non-disclosure agreement and a non-compete agreement when you show them ideas. That's where I'm at. Like, but I know that their store-branded models that they have always sell less than the regular stuff, and they told me that, so whatever. Okay. Okay, what else we got going on here? Nicholas Rashawn, best volume shifted board for big feet, big guy, whole mountain with the wannabe pow we get on the East Coast. Thinking Stump Ape. Stump Ape, yes. Marhar Sasquatch would be another one. That's a really good board. I actually like that more than the Stump Ape. Super Pig, you could do the Mountain Pig, but it might be a little too stiff. So give or take, that's your call on that as well. Tellus Backslash, obviously, love that board. So you got options. Okay, so we're definitely over 100 people, so I'm going to turn on the Angry Snowboarder line for you guys. 1 second. Okay, it's on. So the number is 970-329-2012. If you call in now, I will fucking answer. So that's 970-329-2012. So let's see what we got here. So, yeah. Let's see. Okay, what else we got going on here? Detecting Unknown Paul Robert. Can you find us any good? It's a fun parkboard, asymmetrical. I really like that with the C2 camber profile. It's playful. You get a board that can kind of do anything, but be a little more jib, smaller, resort focused and stuff. So yeah, we got a super chat from MC Ruers. Stickers arrived this week. Even after 4,900 miles of travel, they still look great. Would the Rome Katana be a good match for the Warpig? Definitely. Definitely. This is actually a really good meme. Resorts in the Midwest getting a chance to open before Colorado. This is where the fun begins. Look at those fucking satanic eyes. Look at them. That's fucking creepy as shit. So creepy. So creepy. So. Also, go away, Mom. It is Danzig Awareness Month. Hold me closer, Tiny Danzig. It's fucking great. Tiny Danzig. Because he's already tiny. That's like tiny Danzig. Remember, we're social distancing, so you have to keep at least 4 tiny Danzigs between you. Or 2 regular tiny Danzigs, because Danzig's only 3'4". So that would be, 6'8". That's perfect space between each other. So yeah. All right. Patrick, what's the over-under on A-Basin opening next week? I think right now it's contingent on the county health inspector signing off on their operating plan for COVID. They could open tomorrow, potentially, and I'm kind of hoping, like, the snow is made. The trail is blown side to side. I think if they open, though, before the weekend, it's going to be a mad rush, and with the fires and shit, I think they're probably waiting to see. Plus, we've got snow coming in Saturday night through Monday. So if they wait and do a midweek opening, they could potentially open an extra run and move the snowmaking around. So I think that's kind of where they're at on it. It's funny because everyone's like so used to them opening in October now. I remember when I moved here, if they were open like the first or second week in November, that was really considered early because Breck used to open for Thanksgiving. Like they'd open maybe 4 days before Thanksgiving. So everything's kind of changed with that dynamic. So right now we play the waiting game, and the waiting game is fine because I get to live stream for you guys. Also, I'm thinking during the season I might do 2 days of live streaming at 2 different times. Like Thursdays are pretty solid at 2. I'd probably push it back to 3 so I can snowboard, come back, take a nap, and then live stream. And then I'm thinking maybe a Sunday night one or something, you know. So we'll figure that out. Also, still working on getting everything set up for Twitch so I can dual stream from YouTube and Twitch, which Twitch and YouTube don't get along when you do that. So we got that. Okay. Ooh. Uh-oh. The transgender massage therapist. Missing you, honey, but wearing this. No way there is you can missing me. That's definitely a butt plug that glows in the dark. That's kind of scary. Okay, MC Rures with another super chat. Wear your mask. Yes, definitely wear your mask. Always wear your mask. Wear your mask. Wash your hands. Wash your ass. Wash your ass after you wash your hands. Or before. Or wash your hands after you wash your ass, yeah. And get out and vote, too. Yeah, climate change is real. Let's see what we got here. Okay. One Cold Frog. Is Keystone making snow yet? Keystone has school marm covered 3/4 of the way down already. So don't worry, you guys will get your Jonathan Buckhouse opening day at Keystone school marm pulled over from mountain safety video. I am not at fault. I am not a reckless rider video. It's coming. It's Buckhouse 2.0 because let's be real. That guy always tries to one-up anything I do. I mean, it took him, 10 years to get banned for a week from Vail? I've been banned for life twice. One time it even came down from Rob Katz that I was banned for life. That's how far up I went. I mean, if you're going to do it, you got to go all the way to get banned for life. And yes, I'll talk about it at some point, but I'm sick of always explaining the fucking story. So at some point I'll make a video or something, or I won't. I really don't give a fuck. Ooh, Letters More. Are you sure Danzig is 3'4"? He's getting pretty old now. I bet gravity has taken off a bit of that height. That could be true, except I believe that at one point Danzig was 3'5". So that's why he's 3'4" now. I think that gravity. Plus, he still works out. He's still got that upper body, so he's probably still walking somewhat erect. He got tiny little pixie stick legs, though, man. Don't skip leg day. Just don't do it. Also, did everyone catch this week's top 5 on things that I do to help my joints and stuff? A lot of you older guys that worry about you. You might fall and break a hip. So there's a lot of good stuff in there that'll help you. Okay, where were we? Okay. Let's see. Scrolling up. If you're just tuning in, I see there's 130 of you guys. Get your questions in the chat. I'm going to definitely try to answer them. We're going to do whatever we can. Get you guys dialed in. Top 5 week is coming, so you're going to get multiple top 5s, like best all mountain free ride, best all mountain freestyle, shit like that coming out. Kevin helped me with the list. I'm waiting to get back a few surveys from some shop people that I've worked with or people that I know, kind of just feeling it out, obviously, because I didn't get to ride everything this year. So we're going to try to just broaden the horizons and get that done. And then obviously Black Friday isn't going to be Black Friday as it traditionally has. So I'm expecting a big wave on Cyber Monday. So I'm going to probably do a whole Black Friday live stream-a-thon in November for you guys. Like, hopefully, I'm still planning that out. So we got that going on. Also, boot fitting 201 videos are coming. And I've been making new visual aids for you guys. So, cutting boots apart. A lot of visual aids there. So, like, as you can see. So, get hyped for that. Get you guys all dialed in on your boots. Let's see what else we got going on here. Konstantin Tarasevic. Hi, Avran. I'm getting a new board. I'm 155 pounds, 5'10", size 9. You you are almost double the size of Glenn Danzig, and it is Danzig Awareness Month. Cabinet DOA or Mercury, intermediate rider, medium jumps, board slides, carving butters. Playful style is what I ride. Pro tips, please. If you're going more freestyle, I'd go with the DOA over the Mercury, in all honesty. That thing still can rail a turn when you need it to, and if those are your two options, that's the way I would go, is definitely the DOA over the Mercury on that one. Okay, what else we got here? Let's see. Okay, Micah Stovey, what's up with your yellow glasses, man? They're blue blockers for the lights. They're super aggressive, and I've been having headaches on and off all week, which I either have a brain tumor, coronavirus, or the shit in the air from the fires is affecting them. I had eye surgery, so I wear blue blockers. That way, it just helps me mentally go through everything. That's all it really is. I fucking wear these things all the time. So, yeah. Okay, what else we got going on here? All right. We got another super chat from MC Ruers. Third time's the charm. Got to win the big prize. Okay. Wear your masks, people. Wear your masks. Also, if you're just tuning in, super chats get a spin of the wheel. More common prizes are medium and small sticker packs. Uncommon prizes are jumbo sticker packs, and there is the giant mystery prize on there, which it's been a couple weeks since anyone's won anything, so I'll dig something good out of the prize bin for you. So, yeah. Jersey Wolf, what are some of your favorite local or unknown board brands? Well, there's nothing good local. There's nothing good comes now. A lot of fucking really shitty kook brands. There's a couple guys pushing shitty kook goggles for their own. Got into a pissing match with one of the guys, and I basically fucking shut him down with his shitty knockoff fucking Xionor goggles with his name on them, trying to sell them for $20 a pop and suck a fucking fart out of my ass. But for unknown brands that I really like, I think Marhar is super solid. Interior Plane Project, which this will be the last year of them, so if you get a chance, get one. The boards are fucking super solid. They'll last you. Those were ones I like. I really like L1 outerwear, and for some reason, they've kind of fallen off in the U.S. It's Nitro's outerwear line. It was created by Lucas Huffman back in the day. So it's Lucas Huffman 1. And that's what L1 stands for. But their stuff, a little more tailored cut, little darker colors, stuff like that. So I really like that as well. That's kind of where I'm at. There's really nothing crazy cool coming out that I'm like, oh my God, everyone should fucking know about this brand. Telos is solid. I guess Telos is kind of a local brand because their warehouse is in Denver and the CEO lives in Denver. So I guess that's about it. Okay, Constantine Terasivic, thanks for the answer. Stay healthy. Spin of the wheel. What do we got? Ooh, fire cures everything. So if you have herpes, fire will cure it. Jorge Morales, what's happening with IPP? Can't sustain the manufacturing? No. They're going on an eternal vacation. That's why the branding this year is called Eternal Vacation. Pete's wife kind of gave him an ultimatum with the brand, and he was just like, okay, it may come back in the future. It may not. It's not like it failed as a brand. It's just Pete's got a kid, wife, things going on in his life. He's just, I get it. It's a one-man show. I know how hard that shit is. Dude made fucking killer boards. I mean, that's the big thing. So, all right. And for Danzig Awareness Month, we got a super chat from Letters More. How much Danzig could a Danzig chuck if a Danzig could chuck Danzig? I don't know if Danzig could pick himself up. I mean, he's got the upper body strength, but the leverage from his height. Like, how does someone that's 3'5" or 3'4" pick up someone that's 3'4"? And that's a lot of physics just don't add up. Like, I mean, is he going to put him on a footstool and pick him up? So, all right. Anyways. Well, you won a small sticker pack, Letters. There you go. Small sticker pack. You know the drill. Email me, info@angrysnowboarder. Remind me that you got a small, and I'll get that in the mail. So, and for anyone that doesn't think I don't send these out, I send out so many fucking stickers. So many fucking stickers. I'm actually running out of die cuts. I got to make another 10,000, which is like a 2-week process. Okay, MC Brewers, support the snowboard culture. Take out student loans. I mean, you're probably getting some form of an education from me. I don't know if it's practical for real life, but if you want to run away to Never Never Land and be a snowboard bum, it's got you. What do we got? What do we got? And you get a small stickers pack too. So there you go. You know the drill. Email me, info@angrysnowboarder, and I'll get that in the mail. Plus, I just heard a knock on the door, which means 500-something stickers just showed up. Oh, yeah. Okay. Okay, Patrick, any thoughts on the movie premieres in Denver this week, and which films are you hyped on? Well, I think they're only selling like 176 tickets, and it's going to be mainly outdoors, and they're taking up like 3 city blocks. So I think I don't know. I saw their main sales guy whoring himself on the local buy sell page to get people to buy tickets. So I'm wondering if it didn't sell as many as they thought. We'll see. I got a copy of Tangle in the other room. I just haven't watched it yet, which you can get that at any snowboard shop that you get your Snowboarder Mag free press magazine, because there's one more issue of that coming out. But they got that. I'm more curious to see the Absinthe movie, since it's got 3 Never Summer riders and they actually paid money to promote their riders. I'm really curious to see how that turns out. I like Chris Corning as a person. I don't like his sponsors, but I like Chris Corning as a person, and I kind of want to see what he does outside of that. So there's that. Obviously, I'll watch Tangle. Word is Jeff Holtz will be in town. Jeff Holtz is the fucking man. I love Jeff Holtz. He always makes me laugh. So there's that. And I was surprised Videograss put out a movie. The teaser just came out for Gutterball. I've only seen part of it. Need to sit down and rewatch that as well. Also, there's a bunch of free movies up right now for all you guys. They're on YouTube and stuff. Like Shredbots have put out or hosted a bunch of people's movies. So there's like Oh Boy, was it Home for the Homies or something like that, with Chad Armstrong and Doran Laybourne and those guys down out of Aspen. El Sueño, the Arbor movie from Eric Leone, and that's actually a really good movie. Get some Frank April action in there as well. So there's a bunch. Uninvited 2 is supposed to be dropping real soon too. The girls movie, Jessica Murray, didn't even know they were doing that. Teaser came out. Teaser looks better than the last one, so trying to be optimistic about that. So we'll see. So yeah, let's see what we got here. Okay, Caden DeShant for the De Tomaso Pantera. Damn right, that fucker ain't gonna pay for itself. Those things are fucking pricey. Ooh, middle finger. Wait. Oh, there you go, bud. You got the bounce back. You get the jumbo. You know the drill. Email me. So yeah. Yeah, right now I want a 70-something De Tomaso Pantera. But I'll settle for a 1971 Plum Crazy Purple Hemicuda if it comes available again. And we got Veg Ball Salad. He wants to spin on the wheel. Jesus. Wait. Oh. All right, next question gets a super chat, or gets a spin. Okay. Let's see what we got here. Let's see. Oh, where are we? OBSF. Hi, Avran. Found some 2019 now IPOs for 120 on Craigslist. Could I use these on an Orca or Super Pig, Twin Pig, or should I keep looking? Thanks for your time and advice. Definitely. The Twin Pig would be the only one that I would feel they'd underpower it because the Twin Pig is actually stiffer than I think people think about it. Personally, I think that board's kind of a fucking turd. But for an Orca Super Pig, dead on. And you get a spin of the wheel, sir. Ooh. Got the hardcore bounce back. Next question gets a spin. All right. What else were there? Okay, Jimmy Ferris. Picked up some Remind cushion soles, but a little too much arch for my blown out old man flat feet. You tried the Destin. They look like they might not have the support. The Destins are really flat, but here's the thing. So if you've got the Medic and it's got just a little too much arch supporting, where the fuck did I put that footbed? I'm going to show you something. Give me one minute. No, that's not it. Let's see. That's not what I'm looking for. Anyways, sorry, I don't have my visual aids like I normally have. Oh, there it is. Aha. So if this is your footbed and this is the arch on your cush and it's a little too much, take a razor knife, run it through the arch like this, creating a cut, but do not push so that it goes with enough pressure that it goes all the way through the footbed. That will allow that arch to slightly compress about 1 millimeter. If that is not enough, put a second cut in there, right in there. This is called a Hartzler notch. What that's going to do for you is slowly compress that arch because it's a little too much, but still maintain arch support. I do this with mine. I use the Medics as well. Sometimes I use the Cush, but when I do it, I basically put that cut in there that allows it to slightly compress a little bit and do it. Do one cut first, put the boot on, with the footbed in there, wear it, walk around, do your thing, leave it on for about a half hour, see if that makes a difference. If it doesn't, put another one in. The other thing you can do is when you're doing that is you try to connect each cut, grab some needle nose pliers and pull the foam out between the two cuts. That's going to cause for an aggressive collapse of that, but it will still maintain some support for you. So there is a little quick fix. I actually have a video of that in the Boot Fitting 101 video series as well. So I'm hoping that helps you, Jimmy, and you do get a spin of the wheel. All right, we're going to plug the personal shopper. Do you suffer from analysis paralysis? Do you need someone to yell at you aggressively and tell you to shit or get off the pot with making a purchase decision for your snowboard gear? Then you should hire me to be your personal shopper. For $5, I'll answer a quick question. $10, a more in-depth question. $15, I'll walk you through the whole process of buying your gear. And for $50, I will let you be a time vampire and I will be aggressively mean and belligerent the whole fucking time. You can find this on angrysnowboarderstore.com. Click products. It'll be on the far right in the upper tier. So there you go. All right, let's see what we got here. Oh, we got some super chats down here. Okay, so we got Brendan Locker, spin for me, Tony Danza. All right, next question. Next non-super chat gets a spin. Okay, what do we got? All right, whatever. Okay, Marty Lee. Hey, Jones Hovercraft or Nitro Squash for J-Peak powder days and size. 6'1", 195 pounds, size 11 foot. Either of those would actually work for you. I'd say don't go smaller than a 157 or 56 because the Hovercraft is a 56 and I think the Squash is a 57. With an 11, you shouldn't be too worried about booty knot. I would probably go Hovercraft just because I think that it has better edge hold on it. And I think it's just better in low angle chunder shit pile like you guys get out there. All right. Marty gets a spin. Do we get a bounce back? Nope. Marty, you want a small sticker pack? Email me, info@angrysnowboarder.com, and I will get that in the mail for you. Make sure you put your address in the email because I'm done being like, I need your address. Like, just telling me you won. Can't really ship something if I don't have the shipping address. That's just fucking logic, people. Some of you lack that. You know who you are. Okay, and we got Po Lun Su. Got the Super Pig this summer. Is my Union Force or Flow NXT good to pair with it? Like to charge, carve, and still play around the whole mountain. Both of those would work. The NX2 will actually be a little stiffer than the Force and allow you for better power transmission from toe to heel, in my opinion, than the Force. But either of those will totally work for you. So get out there and shred, sir. And remember to vote, people. Remember to vote. Okay. Team Torque, do you think tow ropes will be any different this year? Yes. Yes, I do. I think the people that are mouth breathing and spitting on it and jerking off onto it won't be allowed to do that. Otherwise, I think it's probably going to be the same, but maybe a little more space between people. I don't know. I fucking ride flying couches. I got a couple thousand vertical feet. I don't see any tow rope taking me all the way up. Cyborg Santa, what are the best bindings for the LibTech Orca? My top three would be the Rome Katana, K2 Formula, or the bent metal transfers. Those would be my top three for it right there. Okay, we got Veg Ball Salad. Is the Flow Merc a wet noodle jib machine, or is it more of an all-mountain board? It is a beginner intermediate all-mountain board. It's not the softest board that Flow made when they made boards before they merged it into Nidecker. It's not the stiffest thing. It's slightly below middle-of-the-road flex if you're really worried about it. I'm pretty sure there's actually a review of it in the Flow. No, it's just in the Snowboard review playlist. But you can probably actually find a review and find what I said about it there. All right. Let's see. Oh, what else we got going on here? Okay. All right, let's see. So we got 127 people in here. If you're just tuning in, get your questions in the chat box. I'm going to try to answer them. Right now, we're going to change the tone a little bit, and we're going to laugh at some shitty emails I got from Outdoor Masters marketing department. So this is, I swear to God, they're fucking trolling me, but this came from Mill London. So, they have the outdoormaster.com email via outdoormaster.partner.mschina.cn email. So they're fucking just mass emailing people. So they're buying lists, but this is great. So, hi, Angry Snowboarder. Hope you are well. My name is Annie, PR from the outdoor gear and clothing brand Outdoor Master. OM is an outdoor sports brand with the aim of providing progressing outdoor products at reasonable prices for different levels of outdoor sports lovers. Fucking kill me now. We found your website platform about skiing gear, and we're skiing gear. Angry Snowboarder is about skiing gear. Skiing gear. And we're interested in advertising on your website. I am wondering if you would like to cooperate with us to promote a pair of goggles that Outdoor Master collaborated with snow artist Simon Beck. I have no clue who the fuck that is, but he sounds like a douche canoe. Here is a short video about Simon, just in case you didn't know him. I'm not clicking the video. It's a fucking Instagram link. If you are interested in this potential cooperation, we'd like to know your normal rate and what conversion rate we may expect from your post. Thank you. Looking forward to hearing from you. Best wishes, Annie. Yeah, you know. So then there's a bunch of other bullshit. And then there's my response. Nice shitty cut and paste email. It's about as well constructed as your goggles. You are fake as fuck. Go drink bleach. Annie has now died. So that's the first one. Right? So we'll go back. So then there's the second one. This one comes from Patty. Patty Yang at Outdoor Master. Still with the same spam fucking bullshit. Hi, I'm Patty, the content marketing manager from Outdoor Masturbator. Outdoor Masturbator is an emerging outdoor brand and I am greatly attracted by your channels and content's attitudes. Would love to write an email and say hello. Patty, your English is fucking atrocious. Founded in 2015, we dedicated to helping outdoorists. Is outdoorists even a fucking word? Fulfilling their dreams by providing them top-notch gears and clothes. Gears? Like 6-speed? What are we talking here? You like, can I get a big cog, little cog? You know, where are we going with this? We have made it to a 200,000 plus pairs of ski goggles sold last year. I don't believe that. We have our snow goggles factory, so that's the reason we can keep the price affordable and maintain excellent quality. We want to get more people outdoors. I'm writing to see if you want to try our wide range of outdoor gear products. You can join our affiliate program if you want to write about outdoor masturbators products. In the affiliate program, your audience will get a 10 to 15% discount to buy our gears, and you'll get a 15% commission from every purchase drive by your traffics. There's a link to our top-selling ski goggles, more outdoor products here. Let me know if you're interested. I can send some top sellers, snow goggles, and other gear to you for free. Have an excellent rest of the week and a good day. Patty Yang, Content Marketing Manager. Patty, you need to learn how this. So I did the math. At 15% commission on the goggles, it's $5.99 that I'd be making. With a 15% discount for you guys, that's $5.99 that they're taking off of that. So that's $12 right there off the price of their goggle, which brings it down to, I think it was like $26 or something like that. So their cost on these things has to be like fucking $3. Like fucking bullshit. But anyways, I responded to Dear Nice Patty. Your product is pure fucking shit. Don't fucking reach out to me with your cheap crap that doesn't help snowboarding, Patty. This has been my life this week, just dealing with this bullshit. It's the absolute fucking worst. Let's see what else we got here. This was another one last night. Some guy wanted me to promote his. He's basically just hawking all Copaz shit and cheap knockoff crap on some third-party website utilizing drop shipping and shit. Hey, man, I just watched your Jones Mountain Twin 2020 review. I was actually looking to buy the Mountain Twin 3 or 4 years back and ended up getting the Batalio, didn't even spell battalion right, Batalio Evil Twin. Witchy, that like literally one word, witchy. Witchy love and have shredded loads in Japan and Canada. Not Canada, Canada, over those recent years. Any ho, there's a lot of O's there. Ho. Not sure how I ended up looking at Jones reviews and onto your site. It happens. Ha ha ha. LOL. I thumbjacked my fart box. At the same time, I built and set up my own snow gear site 3 years back and still trying to get it pumping. Would you be at all interested in posting an article I write for you with a link? A link is one word, not that's how bad he's writing. Back to my snow gear site. I'm not giving you guys the site because I will not promote it. It would be super helpful indeed. Please let me know, man. This site is a one-man show. Me, I'm not some agent or agency working for a client. Cheers, Sam. My response, fuck no. You promote knockoff brands that hurt snowboarding, and I will never promote, endorse, or help anyone that is actively destroying snowboarding or its culture. On top of the fact, why would I fucking send people to buy from him where he's going to make all the fucking profit and there's nothing in it for me? What do I get out of this? I lose my credibility by telling you to go buy Copaz goggles after I've already been saying they're fucking shit and all that crap. And then, two, I don't get anything out of this. Like, I have to do work for nothing? I already do enough work for nothing. It's called working for myself. It took 9.5 years to make a profit on this fucking venture. Most people would have given up after 3 months. This is what I've been dealing with all fucking week. I fucking want to choke these motherfuckers while throat punching them at the same time. So that way their throat is swelling shut while I'm squeezing it shut. So it's like a double fucking squeezing shut, and then they die, and then they're dead, and then we don't have to deal with them. Fuck these people. I hope they get rectal herpes. That's where I'm at. That's how I do things. I'm so fucking over this shit. These are the fucking absolute worst. Fucking, I just want to kill these people so bad. Still not as funny as the passive-aggressive fucking bullshit kumbaya, I gotta love everyone fucking comments I've been getting on the YouTube or the Amazon goggle video. people are like, I don't understand why you can be negative about people, referring to Jonathan Buckhouse. You're a snowboarder, they're a snowboarder. Yeah, you know what? Just because I ride a snowboard and they ride a snowboard does not mean we're going to be fucking friends. We are on two different levels here. That's like, by your logic, Joe Biden and Donald Trump should be BFFs because they're both running for president. Doesn't fucking happen, you fucking imbecile. Someone may be the child of the woman that dropped the baby on its head at Qdoba. I'm just saying. I can only assume that this person was dropped on their head, but I've been getting a lot of this shit where people are like, you don't know what you're talking about just because they're promoting stuff that you're not making money. Well, here's the thing. I promote real companies that support snowboarding. These guys just promote a 4% commission. Am I the only one that catches this? Logic? I don't know. You tell me. Anyways, that's how the week has been going so far. So what do we got here? We got some questions. Oh, we got letters more wanting a spin of the wheel. All right, here we go. Ooh, lose a turn. Lose a turn. Okay, where were we? All right, we got some more questions here. Okay, Joey C. Any arbor bindings go well with the K2 Bright Light for a noob? Yes and no. The problem I have with arbor bindings, and I have said this numerous times, and I feel like people still haven't caught on to this, is the machines that tighten the heel cup screws are over torquing them and basically cross threading into the gusset and into the locking piece to the point that when people go to adjust them, they end up stripping the screw heads. This isn't like one or two people. I've probably had, like, at this point, a couple hundred people tell me this issue. They still haven't fixed that. Probably because no one's actually telling them that. They just rather bitch at me like I have any fucking hand in fixing this shit. But with that said, I think they're great bindings, and I think they're designed well. But it's like, if you're going to try to adjust them, you might want to spray them with like some WD-40 and let them sit for a little while. You know, like, make sure you got the right size screwdriver and you can get it in there to adjust them. Otherwise, like, is it the Sequoia? And there's one other one that's pretty solid stuff. I think that they do make some, but if you're like still a noob and you're getting a K2 Bright Light, you might want to just stick with like a K2 women's binding, and because it'll match up with it. Although the problem with K2 bindings, they put 3-degree canting on there, and that can be a little overkill. So just throwing that out there. So, you know, okay. Let's see. Oh, where were we? I think we caught up on those questions. I think we're down here now at this point. Okay. Okay. Marty Lee, what's your favorite POW board and place to ride POW in the States later, bro? So I have two POW boards that I usually are my go-to. My one, if it's really deep, is my Endeavor Archetype Swallowtail. And if I have to choose, my favorite POW place in the States right now is Copper Mountain. I got that board at Copper, first tracks from the top of the mountain all the way down to the bottom of Super B. So 2,000 plus vertical feet and 4 feet of snow the whole way down, just hydroplaning. I could go from any side. No one was in my way, just spraying and slaying. If it's more low angle shit, then I go with my Telos Backslash, which is sitting right over here. I love that thing. Those are my two favorite POW boards right now currently. Yes, I've ridden a lot of POW boards, and there's a lot of great POW boards out there, but those are the two that I own, so they are my favorite. All right. Let's see. Okay, David Dadiamov. Thoughts on the Union Forest with the Arbor Westmark? It'll work. I mean, that's like a jack of all trades binding, and that board, the flex and everything would match. personally, if I was doing Union and it was riding the Westmark, I'd probably put a Strata over it. I just think the straps are a little bit better, and you get a little more lateral play, which matches up with the flex of the Westmark. That's my 2 cents. So yeah. Okay, Justin Whitman. Everyone smash the like button. Opinion. Best binding for the Jones Mind Expander and Ride Super Pig. So personally, I would, for those 2 boards, my go-to, I would say the Rome Black Label, but that's an overkill binding. You don't need it. So Rome Katana, that would be kind of where I go with it on that. Otherwise, I'd actually think that a now binding on the Jones stuff really works well. And I would probably actually put the now times yes with that lower high back to give it more of a surfy feel. That binding will still carry over well to the Super Pig and allow you to have power transmission from toe to heel. But on the Mind Expander, that lower high back and stuff, you can get a little more surfy off the back foot if you really want to. Just my 2 cents on that. All right. Oh, God. Jordan, would you ever be interested in doing retro reviews for fun? I got some old Drake bindings with something like a Nike AirPod in the heels that feels super unique, and I'd love to see. No. I don't give a fuck about shit. I rode Drakes for years. It was called the 90s. Probably haven't ridden a Drake binding in almost 20 years. I don't want to. I don't want to ride that old shit. It's old for a reason. It's in the past. I don't want to be that guy that does retro reviews so all the fucking nerds and turd burglars on Dig My Quiver and Snowboard Vintage Trader and Snowboard Queefer in the face shit will all be like, oh my God, he's doing vintage reviews. We should all do vintage reviews. Blah, 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 blah. Who gives a flying fuck? Who cares? It doesn't help snowboarding. There's nothing funny about it. I'm just like, fucking throat punch me right now. So yeah. Okay, MC Rures wants a spin of the wheel with the super chat. All right. Ooh, well. All right. You've got a small and a jumbo now. Crushing it, sir. Crushing it. I can add those together. That saves on shipping. Shipping is a pain in my dick. Oh, okay. A rent Christian. Hi, Angry. Any plans on reviewing a Karua shapesboard? Yes. One of you guys that worked with a shop out in California, he reached out to me, and then he reached out to Karua, and I put a list together, and there's some stuff going on there behind the scenes. I think it's happening at this point. The goal would be about 6 Karuas. So, yeah. There we go. David Senior, spin the wheel and save my soul, but you spelled it like the sole of your foot. Are you hoping you win stickers so that you can put them on the sole of your boot so that it holds it in place? Which, if that's the case, that tells me you have 32 boots and that you drag your feet when you walk. Remember to click like, people. Remember to click like. So, yes. Okay. Ronald Newman, Burton Custom or Captain Mercury for all mountain freestyle. I go with the Mercury hands down every time. Every single fucking time. That board is always one of my favorites. Always. Like, that board is so fucking solid and just rides so well. Like, the Custom has been around for 20 plus years. It's been through so many different iterations. It is what it is, but the Mercury is where it is. All right, MC Brewers with another super chat. Need the medium 2 now. Okay, well, here we go. Double jumbo. Double jumbo. Double jumbo. That's ridiculous. You're blowing your student loans on this shit. Good for you. Okay. Okay. Eric Slusbus, best shop in Breck Frisco area for boot fitting or insoles. You're going to go to Mountain Sports Outlet and you are going to ask. It's in Silverthorne behind the Burger King. You're going to ask for Austin. Kevin works there 1 day a week or 1 night a week. I'm not sure. So he is there as well. But you're going to go ask for Austin. And then if he can't do the footbeds for you, someone else. Otherwise, you could go to Christie's. And I would go to the Lone Star location and ask for my boy Cold Carrots. Seriously, walk in and ask for Carrots. Guarantee you. They'll know exactly who you're talking about. His name's Cole Carrot. We call him Carrots, Cold Carrots. So that would be who I go with there. All right. Yeah, let's see what else we got going on here. Phil J. found an old mint GNU Zoid and now looking for a binding for it. Would a now pilot be too stiff? No, the pilot would be absolutely the perfect binding for that, in my opinion. You're going to get that skate tech, which is going to give you more power into the toe and the heel on that board. You're really going to feel that when you get into that heel side cut on that board. Absolutely perfect matchup and setup. Casey Rowland, Board Archive put a review on the K2 Simple Pleasures. Do you have an unbiased review on it? Yes. I think it's in the K2. I think that one's in the K2 Snowboards review playlist. If it's not, it's in the Snowboard review playlist, but there is one. I think it's like 2 years old. Nothing's changed in that board. I wrote it in the 56. I really like that board for carving. Like it's that thing that really does. You can like undercut a carve with that and really center flex. It was funny. I turned my old boss, George, at the liquor store onto it. And George is like a big dude. He's like 245, 5'8", size 9 foot, just old school guy. Been riding since like 84 or 85. And he was just like, I have not ridden a board this small since like the mid 80s. Got him on it. And he was like, comes back. We're talking and we're at the liquor store talking at work. And he's just like, you got a link for that thing? And I was like, yeah. Emailed it to him. And he was just like, bought it right there in front of me. So fucking hilarious. So super stoked on that. So yeah. All right. Let's see. 11 Hello Kitty. Is the Battalion Camel Toe any good on groomers? It is, unless they're super icy. You lose some of that front contact point from the 3BT. So you actually don't dig in way out right by the up kick. You bring it back in and it engages more from just outside the front insert pack. So it changes the dynamic of how you get that in and out of carves. It does fairly well. Like I really like the Camel Toe. It's a board that like when I finally got on it, I was like, oh, this is way better than I thought it was going to be. I really did enjoy it. So yeah, there's that. Okay. All right, Zach King. I think I'm looking for a party board, something that can be used as a powder board, but is playful and can still rip a carve. Also with decent dampening. What type of board should I be looking for? Party board. I mean, that's really what you're looking for. And now with that said, from what you're describing, still rip a carve, you're probably looking like an Orca, a GNU Gremlin, maybe a Telos Backslash. You could do a K2 party platter, but I think that would be overkill and put you in more 20 area than you want to be. Let's see what else. Ride Super Pig would be another one. And maybe you might like a Nitro Fin Twin or the Nitro Pow, but they might be a little more directional than you want to get. Okay, Jason Overmeyer. Thoughts on the Yaguchi Pro Camber for an all-mountain West Coast board? You nailed it right there. I mean, it's going to be a little more free-ridey than like true all-mountain, in my opinion, but you can pretty much handle everything with that board on there. Kevin really loves that board, and it's basically just a beefed-up older Coda that they made more directional, and so it's still playful where it counts. It's just the shaping of it makes it a little more free ride oriented. But overall, I think you're solid, man. Go for it. All right. So if you're just tuning in, get your questions in the chat box. We're going to try to answer those. And by we, I mean me and my multiple personality disorder that I have. So we're going to talk about that. Also, if you're just tuning in and you're a backcountry guy and you use a Black Diamond Peeps transceiver, you need to click the link down below from the inertia that I've got down there and read up on the critical failings of that. The company is openly denying that there is any issue with it, and people are showing them the practical use in the field it is. I just think they don't want to bother with the recall on it because it would be fucking pricey as shit for them. So just check that out if you're a backcountry user. I am not, because I like flying couches. Let's see what we got here. Let's see. We can have some fun. What do we got here? Let's see. And I put Vincent Dew in timeout because I can. He's more than welcome back in 120 seconds. Okay, Story 3333 with the super chat. Need more stickers for my Rome party for when my Rome party mod comes in. I mean, if you want, I can walk down to the underground when it comes in and fucking sticker that thing up for you. Remember to wear your masks, people. Wear your mask. Okay. MC Brewer, students can get paid to study in Denmark. I know. I dated a Danish girl. She was the best. She lived here and just lived off of her money from fucking the country, paying for everything so she could shred every day. So, yeah. Let's see. Okay, Caden Deschamps. What's the deal with Chamonix Snowboards? Chamonix Snowboards is the house's in-store brand stuff. They're utilizing open molds at Playmaker or old molds as well. Some of the stuff is solid, but some of the stuff when I look at it in person, I was like, oh god, it's like so fucking hit or miss on what it is. But basically, it's an in-store brand for the house so that they can up their profit margins. I mean, so they're basically paying shipping, distribution, everything. It's all in-house to them. So fucking, some of their stuff, when you put it side by side, is very comparable to other brands. So when you look at it, it's like, well, they're selling it for $100 less, and they're saying it's very similar. Boom, there you go. So, yes, there's that. All right. Well, if anyone else has some questions, we're going to try to take those, get those answered, do some stuff. Also, you guys are going to have some new explained videos coming up. I got some boot tech ones, working on that. Okay, KT, issue with boxy toe strap on the now drive bindings. 32 boots, the toes slip out. Recommended placement. Take the strap from the back binding and flip it to the front upside down and vice versa. When you basically flip the straps, it tends to grip a little bit better. Try that before you go into going for a whole full strap replacement. Otherwise, they actually redesigned their toe strap for this year. So if you actually reach out to Now's customer service, they may just send you new ones. All right. Let's see. Okay, Mr. Energizer. The Wired Directive looks like a great board. The website says it will float and pow all day long. You reviewed the 57. Would that be okay for pow or rather go for the 60 plus? Depends on how much you weigh. I mean, I rode the Directive basically as an all-mountain freestyle board. 57 was absolutely perfect for it. I do feel like slightly when you get it on edge, it rides a little bit smaller than that. It's all going to come down to your weight and how much float you want. Obviously, a bigger board is going to give you more float. So, yeah. KT wants a spin of the wheel. Reverse spin again. Remember to vote, people. Remember to vote. Let's see. Dude Guy Man 77, when should you do a base grind? When you've ran over copious amounts of rocks. When you realize your board feels like a fucking plunger stuck in a toilet and you can't pull the shit turd out of it. It's just like that. It's not breaking up the suction in there. that would be it. If it's brand new and you run your hand side to side and you don't hear a little zipper noise, kind of really depends on it. But I mean, if you got a shop that you trust to do it, go in there and tell them you want a good pattern for kind of all snow conditions, and you'll probably be fine. Okay, let's see. All right. Seraph, thinking about the Solomon Dance Hall, but really looking at the top end of the 152 centimeter size, which tops out at 90 kilograms, which is about my weight. The 57 is a better fit, but want a shorty. Too risky? Just understand that if you're at the top of the weight range on a board, it is going to flex a little bit more. It will make it more playful than it is. So I have not been on the dance hall yet. I'm going to try to get on the dance hall. We have no guaranteed. Like, all my local reps have basically sold their demo fleets, so I'm having a hell of a time getting product. But basically, if you're at the top of the weight spectrum, just assume it's going to be a little more softer and easier flexing for you. With that said, I am now 220 pounds, and I still ride a 154, 155 for a lot of things. And I'm not talking a volume shifted board. I'm just talking a regular board, and it's fine. I just understand I'm going to overflex the board. All right. Welcome back, Vincent Dew. Did you enjoy your time out? Good for you. Okay, D-Rick. When I go for a softer or a party board, would my Ride Rodeo and Flow NX2 bindings both be too stiffs? So I need a complete setup? No, the NX2, I think, unless you go with like some ultra crazy soft volume shifted board, which most of them aren't, you'd probably be fine. I think the Rodeo may be a little overkill on some models. Buy the board, slap whichever binding you want on there, go out and ride and see if it works for you. If you're like, if you put the NX2s on and it's too soft, then you put the Rodeos on. And if you're like, it's too stiff, then yes, you would. But by and large, I think one or the other of those bindings would definitely work for you. Okay. Okay, Jordan, Mike might visit my cousin in Colorado this season. Any recommendations for first-timers out west coming from the Ice Coast? Keep up the awesome work. Avoid Vail Resorts. You're going to be fucking miserable. With the reservation system, busyness, doing that, you need to go to a resort that is going to be more West Coast beginner friendly. My recommendation is Steamboat. Hands down, go to Steamboat. So like when you go to the mountain, there's the gondola and the chairlift. The gondola will take you to the top of the middle of the mountain. So it basically just takes you up. You can do that. Or you can take the chairlift and basically get to the lower mid-mountain and then cut over. Trails are wide. It's a very easy place to do it. If you hang out over on the south side of the mountain, so it's like Sunnyside and stuff, it's relatively easy. If you end up over on Pony, it gets a little bit steeper, a little bit gnarlier terrain. But overall, I think that's a great a great mountain to introduce someone from the East Coast to riding in Colorado versus going right to any of the I-70 mega resorts. Otherwise, go to Aspen. Let's see what else. I think that's kind of like what I would recommend for Colorado. Yeah, you got to go a little bit more out of your way, but still super solid. 11 Hello Kitty. What's the worst board you have ever ridden? There's a few. But I think the one that really truthfully takes the fucking absolute cake, and it's kind of a tie, so I guess I'll go with two. So number one is the Solomon 6-piece, Chris Grenier's Pro model. It rides like a fucking dead turret. The side cut doesn't engage. It doesn't flex the way you want. It's just so fucking, for what they claim it's designed for, it should have been absolutely phenomenal. And I was just like, this is so fucking mediocre. That was a big letdown because of the marketing. But hands down, the Soul Stick Pocket Rocket. So it's this brand from Quebec. And the guy, Corin McCarthy or whatever his name is, that invented it, created it, he comes from a background in kayaking, and I guess he made some revolutionary design like 40 years ago, and that's what it is. So now he thinks he's going to take that to snowboarding. He literally made a fucking powder board that was the worst fucking thing I've ever ridden in powder. I don't know how you did it. It was so wide at the nose, and the way the side cut was, you basically had to put all your weight on the back foot while wheeling then throw your weight into the middle of the board to get it to hit the edge to engage a turn. Full-blown death sled. You can actually see an episode of Can Kevin Carve It with Kevin riding it. He literally died, like almost died in the first 25 feet. So, you know, it is what it is. So, yeah, there you go. Okay. Oh, God. Vincent Dew. Would we see an over-the-top Avran as a snowboard traveling influencer after all this? I will never do that. I don't want to be that guy. One, I feel I'd be way more entertaining than watching someone travel the world to do the same back three to a knuckle and try to hang out with pseudo pros, because I actually know a lot of pros and stuff. Two, I'd have to ride with a fucking GoPro and a stick in my hand and film and talk to it. And I ain't got time for that. I want to ride 4 hours and be done for the day. That's 4 to 6 hours. That's how long I want to ride, and I want to ride for me. Like I don't want to do that, which I get it. Some people want to do that, and my friend and his wife they've been doing it for years, and now they're lost their jobs and shit, so they're taking it more full time. So you should definitely check out The Awkward Tourist on YouTube and subscribe and tell them I sent you. It's my friend Kevin and his wife. Stuff's beautifully shot, and Kelly's a good personality, and Kevin's a great filmmaker, and I've known Kevin for 23 years. Like, we grew up together and shit. But do I want to be one of those? Like, no. On top of the fact, I love that Amazon just reached out. They're now launching their influencer program to be like YouTube, so you can upload your reviews to Amazon and get paid for it. And I'm like, oh my God, the game is on. Like, we're going to start seeing Buckhouse reviewing snowboard products on Amazon. I'm like, this is going to fucking happen. I don't want this. This shit. I was like, the good thing is I can re-edit like 300 videos and just upload them to YouTube or to Amazon, and fucking all I have to do is just cut the like, subscribe YouTube thing. And I don't even have to cut that. I could probably just fucking upload it and not even give a fuck. And do this. I don't like the influencer thing is so stupid to me, because it's like you follow a bunch of vapid people around and you're like, this is so cool. Why don't you fucking just go do it? Like, why do you have to live vicarious? It's not that fucking hard to travel. Like, I love that everyone comes up with a fucking excuse on why they can't travel. Yeah, you know what? I fucking came up with a bunch of excuses on why I couldn't get eye surgery, and then I just fucking bought eye surgery. It's like, I love the people that are like, I can't do this because of it. No one's saying you can't do it. Just understand how to make a few sacrifices and you can do it. I don't get it. Like, yeah, okay, I'd love to get fucking paid to fucking travel the world, but at the same time, I want to make sure snowboarding culture is good and all this shit. Like, I want to sit around and be like, well, guys, if you buy this, and I get my 4% commission, and remember, you can Venmo me money, blah, 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 blah. Like the influencer thing, it's like the lowest common denominator of reality shit television. Like, it's worse than Keeping Up with the Kardashians. And they're fucking horrible, awful people that I hope burn in fucking hell. And that's how bad they are. Like, ugh. So, it's just, yeah. So, just fucking blows my fucking mind. Ugh, kill me now. Oh God, there's a couch waiting for you in Germany anytime you're here. Is it a casting couch? Like, what? That's kind of creepy, man. Jack Ripper, first out-of-state resort you are hitting this season. If I have to be realistic, it's probably Holiday Valley in New York if I go back for Christmas. But New York put Colorado back on the 2-week quarantine list, and I really don't feel like sitting out in my parents' RV in their yard in the cold winter with their dog that hates me and tries to bite me. So I think, realistically, I'm not leaving the state. It's just not worth it. Spread's getting too gnarly. People aren't taking this seriously. So, you know, you got to do your part. Wear your mask, wash your hands, avoid people, make smart fucking decisions. Like, I'm not saying don't travel. I'm just saying be smart with it. Fortunately, I fucking live in downtown Breck. I can sit in my living room and look out the window and watch all these fucking mouth breathers that don't take anything seriously. And so, yeah. So, yeah. All right. Where were we? Okay, Derek NG, best ride, pig for groomers and very occasional backcountry. That would be the super pig. The mountain pig's just too stiff. Unless you're just looking for straight ripping carves all the time. I think the super pig is the perfect absolute balance between ripping a groomer, maybe a quick park lap, play around, and still get out a gate and go hit the backcountry if you really, really want to. So, yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. Evan Fisher, any recommendations for bindings on a K2 party platter? Have an old and new Burton Cartel, but not sure if there's something better for party boarding. It depends on what you want. If you want more lateral play, then the Cartel really isn't going to be the binding for that. I'd actually look for a Burton Clutch or last year's Mission, because it had like that crazy upgrade to it. Not the current year Mission, just not the current year Mission. That would be it. Otherwise, I think with party boards, you want something that's going to have like a mini disc and a little more lateral play in there, in my opinion. So maybe a Union Strata. Contact Pro, some people roll, but I feel like that binding just doesn't have enough power behind its straps. I would look at like a Now times Yes, lower high back in there, a little more playful, but you get the skate tech in there. Maybe I'll ride A or C4. That's just going to give you more play in there. If you go with the A, it's going to obviously be a little more stiffer and aggressive. So, yeah. Right. So, where were we? Okay, Sean Sheeling, no questions. Just stoked on the season starting. Angry casting couch. Oh, God. No angry casting couch. No angry casting couch. All right, Sean. Got yourself a small sticker pack if you want it. You know the drill. Email me, info@angrysnowboarder, and I will get that in the mail to you. And we'll go from there. Adam Thompson, what do you think Breck will have open November 19th? So they're going with like an old school opening plan like they used to have when I first moved here. And the goal is to have all of lower Peak 8. So you'd get off Colorado and Rocky Mountain chairs. And then you're going to have all of those. And then it's going to funnel down like this, the catwalk past the park back around. But then they're talking about having that all the way open to Beaver Run and Quicksilver as well. So they would have Quicksilver and Beaver Run open as well as the Colorado Super Connect. When you go Beaver Run, I think it would only be like 2 runs that would be open up there. It's going to really come down to how the snowmaking conditions go as well as the storm we have rolling in. But I think that's what we're actually looking for. So, yeah. Okay, Cavius Billy, I'm putting my money on a second lockdown in by January. If that's the case, do you think resorts like North Star will stay open if their hotels are forced to shut down? Vail has an agreement with Bank of America for their loan for this year because they had to renegotiate it, that they have to try to stay open as long as they possibly can, even if the hotels shut down, because they have to be generating revenue one way or another. So I don't foresee – they've learned a lot from the lockdown and how they don't work because people are stupid. If in this country at least. Other countries, you guys fucking crushed it. But they're learning. So what they're going to do is I think they would probably – what I think would actually happen is we would see a rollback in amenities. I think the lodges would close. I think the food thing would be closed. I think the hotels would be closed. I think the chairlifts would be fucking spinning. But they'd be like – but people wouldn't be able to be like, well, I'm coming in for a week because there'd be no fucking hotels. Shit like that. So let's give it a spin. Lose a turn. Okay. Where'd that one go? I just saw a good question. Okay. Oh, God. Dickle ads. Thinking about getting a new setup around an Orca. Was looking at the Genesis X and obviously going to try shoes. Want to do free ride and groomers. What do you think? Any alternatives? Thanks. I don't know why you're wearing shoes to snowboard. I think you mean boots. The best boot's the one that fits your foot and fits your needs. You want to do free riding groomers? Yeah, you could do the Orca. The Genesis X is too much binding for that board, in all honesty. But realistically, if you want to do free riding groomers, I'd go with something more like a flagship, maybe a Ride Commissioner, or even a Ride Berserker. I'd go with something that's more like that Capita Black Snowboard of Death, maybe a Capita Kazu, a Telos DST, GNU Billy Goat, maybe a Liptech TRS. Those are what I would do. John Hackler, how did James Beastie land a review deal with Amazon? He went to amazon.influencer.program or whatever it is, .com, filled out a fucking questionnaire, click send, and they said, you're accepted. Yay. They'll take anyone. It's not anything exclusive. If he's saying that he's getting paid money and shit like that, he either has to be sucking the dicks of someone at Amazon. My friend runs the Amazon tube, or he programs all the stuff for the videos and the reviews. He does all that. And he even said, he's like, they're not, unless you're like Red Gerard, because he does have an Amazon influencer program, which they launched that like a year ago and it tanked horribly because they don't upgrade it enough. You have to be like on such a level, like, and he's not. So, I mean, more power to him if that's what he wants. People can take his shitty advice, and I'll just be like, it's still shit advice. He's not a fucking snowboarder. He's a fat fuck that gargled Alfredo sauce. Where were we? Kevin Ma, any idea if or when you're going to get on the Jones Stratus? I got to talk to PD, my local rep, and figure out if he did not sell his demo fleet. Last time I talked to him, he said I was going to be able to get it in November. So I just got to reach out to him and double check. But right now, I've been emailing. Like yesterday, I emailed so many people, and it looks like Ride, Nitro, Mervin are getting me stuff. I've still got a bunch of Marhar, still got some Capitas. Rosenald's given me the whole demo fleet. I'm just doing everything I can to make some kind of content for you guys because it's like so hit or fucking miss to get shit right now. Let's see. Adam Thompson, do you think a Genesis X is too much binding for a 170 Skunk Ape Ultrawide? If you're on the Skunk Ape Ultrawide, you are a fucking Sasquatch of a fucking human with like a size 14 or bigger foot. And my theory is that you're probably 385 pounds. And you'll probably be fine with a Genesis X. Okay, Tyler Burns. Do you think mountains like Winter Park will be empty this year because of Rona, or will they be packed because of how close to Denver it is? Winter Park's going to be empty because they're fucking evacuating due to the fire. So the troublesome fire and the Cameron Peak fire flared up so aggressively. They've evacuated Grand Lake, Granby, Tabernash, which means Winter Park's next for the evacuation. With that said, are they going to be busy? Weekends, I'm going to go with people that are back to work. Weekends are the people that aren't working that can actually afford to ride, maybe. But overall, everyone's bitching and moaning about reservations and pass issues, and people are bitter and shit. It's going to be fucking hit or miss, man. I think, though, judging by numbers of visitors we got here in Breck this summer, we set new records when we were at half occupancy, which is fucking absurd to me. I think overall they'll be busy. There'll be busy days. There's going to be days where you're going to roll up and be like, there is literally no fucking person here. Then again, I have no idea why you'd want to even shred Winter Park. That place fucking sucks. That mountain is a shithole. Everyone in the town is on meth or crack meth. Maybe even crocodile. I don't know. Like, when you drive to Winter Park and you have to go through Empire, they have 5 candy stores for a population of 100. That tells me they're all on meth. Gotta get their sugar fix. It's fucking weird, man. That place sucks. Ugh. Oh, God. Caden DeShant. Any stories of idiots moving to Colorado lately? Oh, When are there not stories of people moving to Colorado that are idiots lately? Fuck. My friend Kobe was up biking. I think I said this last week, but he was up biking, came down. These guys were starting a fire when we were in a stage 2 burn ban with a red flag warning. And the response was, we just moved here. We didn't know. Like, dude, high winds and we're in a burn ban and you're going to fucking, like, it would have burned us all. We would have all died. But yeah, I saw some woman today. She's like, I've qualified for Section 8 housing and I have a voucher. Are there any landlords that will rent to me in Summit County? I need a 3-bedroom. And I'm like, no, because you want to know why? The voucher's only good for X number of dollars. They're going to go fucking cram 2 people in every bedroom, rent each bedroom at $1,200 to $1,500 and fucking stack the cash. Like, fucking do your research before you move. The amount of people trying to get here right now that are like just thought they could roll up 2 weeks, 3 weeks before the mountains open and fucking magically they'd find housing. Just like, ugh. I was talking to my old roommate because he stopped by the other night. And I was like, so how many people asked you when you moved out if I was going to rent them a room? And he's like, I've had like 25 people. And I told every single one of them, don't even fucking call him. He turned everything into another production room and that's all he wants. It's like, just, this is where we're at, people. This is where we're at. All right. Marcio Santos, what are your thoughts on the new Jones Mountain Twin? Well, they softened it up. They added that spoon tech to it, so it's going to roll from edge to edge and reduce the friction when you're flatlining. I need to get on it and ride it overall, but I've always been impressed with that board for like the last 4 or 5 years. So, we're at 3 thumbs down already. Oh man, so bad. What else we got here? SB, what do you think about having the 21 Jones flagship, 21 LibTech Orca, and 21 Burton 3D Fish, plus the Arbor Westmark rocker and a 4-board quiver? Too much overlap? Mostly chasing pow, up in Mammoth, and 4 boards is my quiver number. Yeah, there's some overlap in there. I mean, that Orca and that 3D Fish are really where you get the most overlap. There's some slight overlap with the flagship in there. Each one is like its right tool for the job. Personally, I would probably dip and drop the 3D Fish and just keep the Orca, keep the flagship, keep the Westmark rocker, and then I would get like a fucking swallowtail, something big and burly, like, you know, like a Weston Japao or a Telos Ride and Seek or a Moss or something like that, some kind of a swallowtail, and replace that 3D Fish. That would be my 2 cents on that. So yeah, all right. Let's see. What else we got here? Okay, Marty Lee, is the Jones Hovercraft 160 too big? 6'2", 195, size 11 foot. Found it for $200. Buy it right now. Just click it. Buy it. You're good. Jordan, thoughts on the Big Snow American Dream? Any plans to check it out? Went out east. It's a short ride, so there's a lot of couch time, but it's been keeping my foot from itching. So where I'd be in New York to there, it would be almost a 9-hour drive. My friend Pat Morgan, who used to manage Big Boulders marketing and worked with Peak Resorts before Vail bought them out, is now the head of marketing and branding for Big Snow AD, Mountain Creek, and there's one other property in there. Might be Action Park. He and I have been talking about possibly, it all comes down to where the pandemic is in the summer, but I would come out for a week or 2 in the summer to go to Big Snow, and my whole goal would be to review jib boards the whole time. And that would be just what we do. My whole thing would be just riding jib boards, hanging out, do a couple live streams, go eat some real good East Coast pizza. Oh my God. Real pizza. Fuck. Go get a pork roll or some Taylor ham. preferably a pork roll. Yeah. Chicken finger subs, chicken wings with real wing sauce. I'd be so fat when I leave. Oh, sorry. Zoning off, want some food. But yeah, that's kind of the deal. There also might be an advertising agreement with Big Snow AD. We're working out some details. So it's still early and preliminary, but we're kind of figuring out some stuff that we want to do with that. I like the concept of it. And there was talk that they would do one in Denver, which, God, I wish they would do one. Like, that would be the greatest thing because I could just, my product review season would just be so much longer because I could just be like, oh, I'll save all the jib boards for the dome. Drive down once or twice a week and just fucking dome it up. Be the best. But yeah, I like the concept. I think they're getting better with building their park. Their jumps still look wonky. I've seen a lot of my friends on the East going there. Videos look good. I mean, it looks like a cool concept. Big thing is that recirculated air. I feel like it's a giant petri dish waiting to happen. So. Okay. I think we're slowing down with questions here. So if you guys got questions, get them in there now. I'm going to take like 3 more, maybe 5. No more than 10, I promise. But anyways, we're going to try to take the last of your guys' questions, get that going. All right, Tyler Burns. Any good quiver of one ideas for a wide foot? Need it for Big Bear Park days and the occasional mammoth pow. I would look at the Rome Agent Wide because you're size 11. You're going to need that. The Arbor Westmark Camber or Rocker. The mid wide will fit an 11 totally fine. I feel like the Rocker is actually better for riding bear, and then when you get up to mammoth for pow, it's Rocker, so you're going to just crush it. I mean, I rode that board at Mammoth for a week. Loved, or not Mammoth, Bear when I went there. That would be another one. Because you're size 11, you got to worry about just getting stuff that's a little bit wider in there. If you want something a little stiffer, camber dominant, you could do the Jones Mountain Twin, but really wouldn't worry too much. So there you go. Justin Whitman. Any videos coming out on taking care of gear, waterproofing specifically? Where did I put them? I'm doing one on leather treating your gloves. So there's that. Honestly, like to do a video on how to re-waterproof your fucking outerwear, all you need to know, Nick Wax Tech Wash with the re-up waterproofing. You wash it, air dry it, then you get the seam spray. So you can get the spray and stuff, and you just go down the seams across the shoulder and the spots where it's like that. It's so fucking easy. I don't even think I'm going to do it because I'm just like, I don't want to go buy Nick Wax. I'll be honest. I'm just fucking lazy. With that, otherwise, yeah, I'm going to do a video on base cleaning and just how to get that shit off and schmeg off your board, and then you should be good. Let's see. Nick Treadle. I've got K2 formulas with a broken high back, warranty ineligible. K2 customer service didn't have a spare to sell me and told me I'm on my own. What other bindings should I consider to pair with my Arbor Element? Rome DOD. Go check out the Rome DOD. That would be such a great binding to complement that Element. Maybe a bent metal transfer. Those are like the 2 I'd really look at right now. All right, what else we got here? Let's see. Oh, God. I don't want to know. Okay, Alan Bergsma. I got 30% off last year's Skunk Ape and Cartel Bindings. Good setup for the Canadian Rockies. I mean, if you got a big foot and you're just going to fucking kind of crush everything as a big dude, yeah, you're good, man. Okay, let's see. What else we got going on here? And I think we're kind of coming to the end here. We've hit 2+ hours, maintained over 100 people, most of that. So I think we're just gonna call that a day for today. So hopefully you guys got something from this. I'm trying to make content for you guys. Got some new explained, some new top 5s coming out next week for you. Trying to do some other video projects, trying to line up some more reviews and whatnot as well. So if you're new here and you haven't yet, subscribe. That way you don't miss any notifications when they're coming out. If you really want to support us, you can always swing over to Angry Snowboarder VIP. That really does help fund stuff. And I'm working on the boot fitting 101 and 201 videos slowly and surely for you guys, which will really get you dialed in. As things progress, going to try to do more live streaming and whatnot for you through the season. So yeah, that's kind of where we're at. And remember, October is Danzig Awareness Month. We all must be aware that Glenn Danzig is still alive. So watch your mothers! Thanks, guys, and I'll see you in another video.